my cars in.
Sometimes it takes a little bit to get going, so it's like
It played through.
It's really good.
Oh, you already played the intro?
Yeah, the intro played through.
All right, well,
But it's still
you gotta wait. Don't do it until like I say.
Oh,
Like I'll cue you when to play it.
you didn't tell me.
Yeah,
Alright,
you-
sorry,
he
did
asked
it,
and you said
Sorry,
yes.
I'm sorry.
Do you want me to do it again?
Well, again, eventually, but I don't even like. I'm waiting for this to like start playing.
Just keep saying waiting for Bill.
Yeah.
Welcome to
Medium.
Cleveland, America.
It's
Oh, here it is. Okay, it's going now. All right, now play the intro.
Welcome to Cleveland, America. That is
We're
all.
very good at this.
Enjoy the show.
Yeah,
Well,
we're live.
not on my phone, but
It's really
It's
good
got-
to
it's good.
see
Oh, okay.
your
Well, now I have
home.
an
Calling my name, it sounds so sweet.
It looks so deep.
Coming from the heart of an angel.
We're just singing
Hey,
over.
lips can literally stay in the song.
We're
get to
yeah.
monetize.
Lips in the song.
Okay, mics are working. We got Leslie watching. Maybe we'll start right there. Thanks for coming to Cleveland, America.
It's not a serious place.
We're just
Honey,
talking
how you
over the
coming?
intro. We gotta remember to be quiet during the intro, but whatever. All right, welcome to Cleveland, America. We got a lot going on this week. We're gonna get into some personal relationship type stuff. We're gonna talk about how Jimmy let me down. We got. I'm obviously excited about football already. But first.
Football starts now?
No, it doesn't start now. It starts later, but it's
Dude, it doesn't. The draft isn't for another
yeah.
fucking 2 weeks.
Yeah.
This is
But-
taking forever.
Yeah, we'll get there. But first and foremost, we got to talk about our friend Leslie, who likes to do paintings and stuff like that. She did a painting for Tommy, and it's based on one of your photos.
Oh.
And so she did like it's a tribute to you, of you. And so you're gonna turn this over, look at it, and live react.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Show the camera.
Well, hold on. Let me look at it
All right,
first.
all right.
She did ask me my favorite color, too.
Aw.
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
I shot with a snake. A snake.
Inapprops.
Jimmy!
all right.
Jezebel Harlot
That's a
energy.
Jezebel spirit.
Leslie, thank you.
Where do I begin? Let's start with composition. First of all, the rule of thirds is not being adhered to here.
Whoa!
we got an artist.
I'm fucking with you, Leslie. This is you're a
Awesome.
sweetheart among sweethearts. and that's
I have a
beautiful.
very similar one,
Do you think
just
it's
so you know.
The same pose I
Yeah,
have.
it's like literally the same
Tommy,
drawing.
do we feel like she got the size proper here? Like, do you feel like she
I think
nailed
so,
it?
yeah.
They
I think
look
she
pretty
did good.
good.
They look very
Yeah,
good.
Leslie, you're very sweet. That's
Yes,
very
thank
wonderful.
you. That is. That's awesome.
All right, she said, I'm
Yeah.
very excited. I love you, Tom.
What prompts did you
I
enter
love
to
you,
make
I
that?
love
No,
Yeah, nice AI art.
Damn.
I hate myself.
Oh.
Myself
Ah.
hating you.
All right, all right, so let's start with, if you've seen the cover art for this episode, you'll see that Tommy is crying.
You will.
Whoa,
That's because Friday
Tommy's
night,
crying.
I was in Youngstown. I should have been crying having to go to Youngstown. Pants was at the
Shane
arena,
Gillis.
Shane Gillis, and we're like, hey, maybe we'll meet up afterwards. And Tommy sent a picture. He's like, I don't know if I'm going to come out, guys. And she was crying because the days of getting her gabagooled have come to an end.
I broke it off.
Yeah.
You
We're
feel
still
okay now?
friends.
Good?
Yeah, I mean, like we're still like we're texting back and forth and stuff because like we have become like really good friends.
Yeah.
Over like the last couple of years, but he's very much monogamous. I'm very much polyamorous.
Yeah.
And like we've had the time to like try to hopefully get him through that, and it just hasn't worked, and that's
yeah,
okay. That's
yeah.
okay. Like, and it's fine.
But it sucks.
It sucks though.
It sucks to
because I
arrive
get-
at the stop sign.
Yes. Yeah.
Was he seeing like other people?
No, he's very polyamorous. Like,
Or
No.
monogamous?
or I'm sorry, yeah, he's very monogamous. Yeah, kind of uncomfortable. Like he never came out here. Like could have. Like we talked about it. Like he wanted to come out here, but
He has an autistic level of knowledge of Cleveland hardcore. Sorry, to cut you
not
off.
just Cleveland, but all hardcore. Yeah,
Yes.
he's super cool. He's awesome. He's amazing. He's a good person.
Yeah, man, it's like
But it's a tough.
it's hard. Yeah,
it's hard when
People
people are
understand.
good. It's easier to break up with shitty people, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. If he sucked, I'd be.
No.
I would have been out partying.
Yeah.
If he sucked, I would have been out with you guys.
Well, you know,
That's a testament to him. She was sad at home. So,
Right.
yeah. So you win the breakup, Chris.
That's a very funny use of that term.
And then, so that leads into Pants's Friday night that basically is just rolling over in today. Well, I mean, you've been going for what? This is day 11
Day
of
11.
Lavender?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not proud of that. There's just been so much fucking fun to be had.
Yeah.
It's not
You can't
even.
help it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, look, this is clearly not good behavior, but it's not like
It's not.
it's
I
not
don't
like I'm
care,
late-
but it's not
yeah.
good behavior.
They're not good people. It's
Hey,
there's just been cool shit going on every night, and I did 5 mics in 3 nights, and I'm just saying that because like, well, we'll do comedy, that's going to keep you away from drinking. Nope, you just drink. I just drink after I do the mics.
You watching?
And,
hey, do you go to work every day?
yes.
Then what's the problem?
There's not a problem other than I'm fucking bloated and I feel unfuckable and I don't want to, like, I'm going to feel like miserable for the next 3 days recovering. But I'm having a great time right now.
But right now, it's not about.
It's not about tomorrow.
It's about today. It's about right now. We're living in the moment.
Drop,
There is no tomorrow.
drop the alcohol. Invite Molly.
That's a
Don't
bad
do that.
idea.
Don't do
No,
that.
you just don't fucking torch my adrenal glands or whatever.
Yeah,
by
you're
50.
44. You don't
45.
have this.
I know I look 44. But
Yeah, I was gonna say 42 because I wasn't sure. You don't have the serotonin levels to be doing
when
Molly
someone's
like that.
texting you,
How
someone,
old do you think I am, Jimmy?
39.
Oh, that's cute. 43.
when
Don't tell me how.
okay, so
Do it.
all right.
How old
While,
is it?
while I have this fresh in my mind,
25.
while I have this fresh,
Thank you, Jimmy.
while I have this fresh in my mind,
Terrible liar.
So
Hi.
I went to see Shane Gillis at Rocket Arena the other night, and Dan Soder opened, which I was stoked about. I
That's
didn't
crazy.
know.
That's
Like,
awesome.
Which
That's-
is like, this is bananas to me. Also,
I
how
would've bought
comedy
tickets if I knew
how
that.
comedy promotions work is like they don't tell you who opens, right? Like,
Yeah.
Shane sells the ticket, so Brian Six, Chris O'Connor, who's on Tires, who does a podcast, I guess, with Shane open, and then they brought Dan Soder out. I'm like, oh, I was like, I've never seen this dude. I was like, I'm fucking pumped, you know. And then so I'm watching him, and I'm like, I think that dude's my age, 45, and he's got like a Queens of the Stone Age hoodie on.
Yeah.
And I'm just like not paying attention to the comedy. I'm like, oh, I go, that's what a dude my age should look like and how a hoodie should fit a dude that's my age. Like, it hangs off him. And I'm like, I mean, it looks proper.
It makes you
couldn't
feel
be-
better. He's like 39. So he's much younger.
Wait,
That
is
makes
he
me
really?
feel worse.
Are you, talking
whoops.
about, are you talking about Soder? Where
Dan Soder, yeah.
He was wearing a Queens of the Stone Age hoodie?
Yeah, and he was wearing he's not like a fat dude. He's like a tall guy.
He's a tall- yeah.
He's like a taller, lankier dude.
Yes.
But to see like a dude around my
okay.
age wearing a size properly fitting clothes, I'm like, oh, I mean, that couldn't be me, but it looks great on him. It's
No,
it's
It's
like
a different look, though. He's
You
a
kind of have
normie.
this Billy the Butcher thing going on, and you pull it off.
to somebody, I guess. But thank
All
you.
right. That was the Jezebel Harlot.
Like the boys, like from the
Yeah,
boys.
from the boys.
I got told last night by someone who go named. She's like, you look like Action Bronson in this photo. I go, this is after she
Thanks.
broke up with me. I was like, thanks. I think. Nothing against Action Bronson. That's
Wait, broke up with you? What? Who broke up with you, huh?
We
Who you get
wasn't-
broken up with?
no, I
How you
mean,
get
it
broken
wasn't
up
a
with? You weren't in a
breakup. It was-
relationship. But no, all right. Let's get into this.
All right, I'm getting
because
ahead of it.
I had to read through a lot of shitty screenshots from Pants last night at like 1 a.m. when you were fucking wasted, just pouring your heart out to. It seems like everybody in your phone.
That's
Yeah.
Okay, I take back the Molly thing.
Yeah.
You don't
That's-
need
I
that.
don't-
You
Yeah,
don't
no,
need
he
that.
needs
therapy.
yeah, therapy and like maybe a week off or something from boozing.
No, without getting deep into it, I had to have it was a very 90s rom-com type of.
So you've been hanging out with this girl for a while, and it's been like, hey, what is this? But like,
No, I mean, not that.
not what is this, but like it's been very open to like, we're gonna hang out, but we can do what we want. But feelings have been caught.
A little bit, yeah. And something happened that I I felt kind of like, that's kind of fucked up to do that in front of me thing. And then, so I was like, but
And
I
then-
got no right to feel a way about it. Like, cause
But
the way I'm living, for sure, I have no right to feel the way about it.
I'm gonna say this. I got a little intel from other people in the situation. There was a moment that night where you were with 3 girls, 2 of which you have had relations with, and you took one to see Shane Gillis and the other one met up with you, and you were making out with the other girl, and the other girl that you took to Shane Gillis saw it.
Guilty. It's charged. And
Also, high five.
the other girl, but here's, if I could defend myself, the girl in question whom I was making out with was the third party which we were discussing having a threesome with at Shane Gillis.
Okay, well, these are things that we need to know.
So I don't feel out of pocket for doing that.
But if it is intentional, like an intent behind that.
Well,
The intent was I just thought she looked super hot and I wanted to make out with both
Okay.
of them. And I
Okay,
did.
so that's that's
okay, and that's
Yeah,
fair.
that's
but
fine.
but I feel like you gotta in a threesome culture, you gotta have
Why'd
the
you
main.
say it like that?
because it's not quite that,
It's
but
not quite.
it's
Yeah,
that's
but
the
like,
closest to
yeah,
Threesome
to this
culture.
Threesome culture. You gotta clip this up, and you gotta say,
Yeah.
you gotta kind of pick who's in charge of it. It's usually a woman that's in charge of it, and then they bring, and then like usually the guy waits and lets everything else kind of happen. You don't go be like, all right, well,
What I felt was
there's something in the air. I'm gonna make out with this girl, and then make out with this girl. Did you make out with the other girl that night too?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So
Both of them
that's
got
still-
made out with.
Yeah, okay. That's
And
cool.
here's the
That's
thing.
cool.
And here's the thing.
Okay.
Is both these people have discussed having a threesome with the 3 of us, which is why I don't feel like I was a pig or out of pocket for
you were
making
out of
out with
pocket.
both of
Okay,
them.
yeah. This is all the context that's important.
Yes.
This is the
And I'm
context
like,
that's important.
my thing was, and this is again, I own it. I was being a fucking pussy and a baby about it. Is you have the full right to go off and do whatever you want with whoever. I'm not your boyfriend. And I got caught and I got hooked and I got kind of upset about it. And we discussed it and we went through it. And I may or may not have gotten real gay about a lot of it. And it's safe to say your boy lost.
He may have gotten gay about it. We've got the screenshots. You sent them to us too.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't.
Oh, no,
it wasn't like she was like, "Oh my God, can you believe what Pants is saying?" It's like Pants is like, "I'm spilling my heart out."
I was like, goddamn! I got a lot of
Myself
listen.
immediately.
I got a lover boy in me, and I got a lot of feelings. And
You
sometimes
really do
I let
have a
them out.
lover boy. You want like rom-com, like Harley Quinn, Joker without the toxicity.
I like-
you
I mean,
want
You might want the
a little bit of toxicity, not the full.
I love the toxins. No, I don't know. I don't dwell in a place of reality in any aspect of my life. And when it comes to romance, like, why the fuck do you want to like? Well, we align with our core values, and every Friday we go to Chili's and stuff. No,
And
no.
for anybody that's watching this,
No.
they're like, who's he talking about? All you gotta do is start hanging out at our shows, paying attention, and you'll know all this stuff.
Go
But
to
you guys
Old
are
86.
Go to Old 86. Go to.
Don't be weird about it,
Yeah,
though.
don't be weird about it. You're not involved. Just
It's
observe.
a comedian named Daniel Myers.
Yes.
He's usually dressed like the Riddler.
He is.
You'll see him come to the shows.
He looks like if like the Riddler on a CW show.
He would fuck the Mad Hatter up, is what I know when I see Daniel.
Like a
Myers
bad
pull
guy
up.
they wrote into like the show Gotham.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
show Gotham.
All right, hold on. All right, so let me review the text here,
Review.
and also
Review the screenshots you sent us too, because they were.
I spent.
I had to review that.
I also. I mean, this is more just. I'm going to shut up. Hold on. Let's see here. I got the "Are you mad at me?" text around like 11 p.m. when I was at my buddy's The American Werewolf show. Are you mad at me? And I looked at it and I closed my phone and put it in my pocket. I go in my head. I go, we're not mad. 42 texts later. I just think it's funny. You know. No, I didn't do that. Wow, there's so many blue bubbles in a row here.
Oh, no.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
Well, and like I think the last one you said is like the amount of times there's been 3 dots and it goes away. Yeah, man, it means you got to go to bed.
It was the most 90s John Cusack rom-com meltdown on somebody where I just go, I literally texted her the words, I don't want to be a cop to your heart.
So she was kind of the fuckboy in the situation, and you were the lady getting gaslit.
She's the empowered woman.
Yeah, she's the. I didn't listen.
That's a lot
I
to do
sat
with
my
you
ass
walking
down and
her
listened.
body.
And also,
Did you just get jealous when you had like no like
I didn't-
monogamous like right to?
I don't.
Is that what,
I
mean,
wouldn't
think
call
I
it
kinda
jealousy,
missed it.
and this is on me. Again, I own all of it. Is we were out on it what I termed to be a date, and I feel like when you're out with somebody, and you're out in the town and you're fucking doing shit, to go up and start flirting with other people and getting numbers and stuff,
Oh,
it's kind of
okay.
fucked up.
But in her defense, you did make out with another girl, even though you were talking about having a threesome with her.
Before or after that though?
The make out, I
Before.
believe, was before.
And also,
Oh, then yeah, the pants what?
no, but this is this
Hey,
has happened
pants,
before.
what? Listen to Tommy.
What?
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, that's it. That was it. What?
Yeah.
Wait, okay, so I get being okay.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: is we have all. This is not a new thing.
This is
where,
not
like,
a new
we've
thing.
made
This is
out.
not a new
Everyone
thing.
does
We've
their
made
own
out
thing.
the 3 people who have been
But
making out
on
with each
date
other.
night, like I think it's different.
Yeah,
like
see-
hangout night versus date night.
And like straight up, like again, I'm
what a fucking tangled web wee wee.
I'm doing a belly flop onto a sword here.
Mm-hmm.
I own the fact that I have no right
Yes,
to feel the way about
but you
it.
still do. But you do. Yeah, feelings are feelings. You can't help it.
But I don't like. It's like if there's anything I pride myself on, it's that I don't. It's like this person's not my girlfriend. I lay no claim or ownership over her. So
anyways, even
Yeah.
if she was your girlfriend.
Yeah.
I said
That
you
shouldn't
shouldn't
be-
claim ownership even if
I'm a bad semantics.
I
But,
know, I know.
All right. Let me.
You
let
would
me ask
understand because you don't believe in monogamous values, the Christian households.
Okay,
This.
so
Have you talked about being in a relationship with her? Is that
No,
come
because
up?
I just know that's always never been a thing. Where
It's like it feels like from the text that you sent me, you're like, I laid my cards out. Here's
no, that was
how I
gay.
feel.
That was super gay.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
super gay, and I was
It's
very
like-
drunk when I said that. And it's like I can't
Okay,
take that
all right,
back. But it's
well,
like
that's-
no, it's.
you can have those feelings
I've
and not want
never-
a girlfriend.
No,
We both, and to be very honest, like I don't think I would want to be like in a committed relationship with this person, and vice versa. And that's why things
Right.
have been so nice. And every once in a while, you reach a wrinkle or a hiccup in it, and you have to talk about it. And I
Exactly.
feel like
But very
in my own
polyamorous
drunken adult way, we talked about it, and it got worked out. And I told her we will always be cool, and you're always going to be important and a friend to me. And that's it.
all right.
Yeah, that's very responsible.
I had put a lot of hours into the sexting factory too yesterday. And I
Yeah,
just
that's
was like,
another part of
there's
this
a
whole
lot.
Wait,
thing.
same
There's a
person or
lot.
a different person?
Different person.
Different person. Yeah.
I'm not going to heaven after all this. I'm just not. Sorry. What were you gonna do?
Hey, you choose the right religion, you actually might. But so, as you're like having all these feelings, you're sexting another girl pretty much all day, and then also, like, I don't mind you, like, jokingly sending us like updates on you sexting, but like it was getting to a point where it's like, hey man, just focus on her. Don't stop. Like, we know your dick's in your hand right now. Stop sending us messages too.
Was it that many? I didn't feel like it was that many.
I mean, it was
Also,
enough to know what was happening.
Listen, if this person might be watching this right now, I did not share any screenshots
No,
of said
no.
sexting.
No.
I would
no,
tell
no,
you.
no,
I
no,
would
no,
tell you.
yes.
I would tell
Were
you.
you
Okay,
scared
yeah.
you were gonna accidentally get like a pants dick pic? Be like, oh, I didn't mean to send you
Right,
that.
like, so, like the wrong.
He's like, you gonna show me your hog yet or what, bro? Like, what, can I see this thing
All
already?
right, are people comment what's happening? Like, at least give me an update. I got blue balls over here now. That's.
So I'm single.
So he's single, and he's ready to mingle, and he's got a Billy the Butcher thing going.
I've been mingling. I don't even know. I don't even watch that movie. Gangs of
It's
New
a
York.
show. What?
Boys.
The boys.
With Carl Urban.
Oh, okay. Don't. Okay. So straight up, he informed. The way he dressed kind of was like, I go, that looks like a sick divorced look. I was like, I'm gonna kind of adopt like the boots.
That's kind
So,
of yeah. That's
Yeah.
he is a
Yeah.
divorced man in the show.
Yes.
That is kind of what he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure to no one's shock listening to like this guy's divorced, right? Clearly.
No, but I think you should switch it up and go with the. What is it? Is he William? No, he's not William.
Billy.
No.
Technically, yes.
In New York, Gangs of New York, he's the butcher, but he's not. Is he? He's not William.
I don't know.
William's a different
Daniel
character.
Day-Lewis.
Dale Day.
That's the
Yeah.
butcher.
That's the butcher. Yeah. And
But you're
I
talking
think
about
you
the
should.
boys.
Did you just
You're talking about the
sword?
boys. He's doing nice. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
that's what
You know, like Ant should wear like a big top hat,
Yes!
handlebar mustache.
Yes, I think
Yeah.
that's your next.
As if I don't look
evolution.
Jewish enough already.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Real Americans. The natives.
What else with my heart?
Oh, you should watch it. It's good.
What else is going on with my heart? I don't know. That feels substantial. That feels like
No, I appreciate you sharing it all.
Yeah.
'Cause It's
getting
all those updates on.
Yeah, text.
And I'm like I was sober, just like trying to fall asleep. I'm like, I can't. I'm like invested in this a little bit now too. Like I'm just trying to.
I literally reached the point with the person whom I was sexting. I just go, you can just like, if this is too much, just please tell me. Like,
You are.
and she replies, she goes, this is an accurate amount. And I go, all right.
So you were like crying and sexting at the same time?
Yeah,
That is
I
amazing.
contain multitudes.
Yeah.
Jimothy.
Complicated man.
He's a layered
Yeah.
No,
person.
I didn't.
Nobody understands him but his woman. But who is that woman?
Our
Talk about
mutual,
pants.
our mutual friend, she drove me home.
Oh, okay.
And she was kind of like, I think you guys need to talk about this. And I go, about what?
Yeah.
And I was like, I wasn't trying to be like macho man. I'm just like, there's nothing to talk about. And then clearly there was. And it might have taken fucking 18 hours, but it got talked about. And
No.
we're good. Like, it's.
I love our crew and I love how
That's the thing, and
close
also-
everybody is.
I don't want, and also, I don't want to fuck up that dynamic. And I don't want
Yeah.
to, like, that.
We got a
Because
good
times
time.
are good right now.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
very fun.
I
I
think,
don't want to be the
honestly,
guy
yeah.
to
Yeah, you are
fuck it up.
in an abundance phase right now.
Yeah, but I feel like all of our
Manifesting.
friends in that group, everyone's so mature enough to like, if shit ends, everyone's
Let's
mature
rank
enough to
who's the
take it.
most mature.
Yes, let's go.
At the bottom, Jimmy
No,
Killian.
I'm number one.
No, you're the lowest.
What?
I'm
gonna-
the base of the pyramid.
Honestly, fucking Mary is probably the,
I have a
the
401k.
the number one of the maturity rank. No offense.
You think Mary is the most mature?
Aside from her losing her fucking vape and leaving her keys in her car every fucking 5 minutes, I think so.
I'm trying to think. Like,
Sorry,
I
Tommy.
no, no,
You're like
no.
two
That's,
or-
no,
you're like
I'm not offended by
two or
that.
three
I'm not
years.
saying that I should be. I'm just trying to think of that myself. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go fix the mics because someone said mics are wackily. Someone said.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. Whoever that was.
Everything looks
Oh,
good.
from first to last. It just says first last, but
Like, there's no way to tell.
well, you are now from first to last.
That one's on. Okay. Thank you. I vote the hot chick in the middle. This is first last commentation. Hey, appreciate you. Oh no, I broke your chair.
We're figuring it out here.
figuring
Here's
it
your
out.
mic. We are, guys. This is new.
Yeah, live is new. So,
Live-
yeah.
live
But I
is-
appreciate you saying that because
Nobody did last week.
well, Leslie said it sounds good, but Leslie's too nice.
I mean, that would be me too.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
She's like, it sounds good enough. I'm like, I understand it. But yeah. But this guy said, thank you for digging my comedy. Mike Sorakowicz fixed it. Should sound better now. Let's.
let me know. Whoa.
Yeah. The fact that Leslie heard this and said, that sounds right.
Do I need to repeat my whole story?
Okay, now it
about-
sounds much better. Okay, good,
No.
good, good.
What were you looking
All right. All right, sorry about that little hiccup there. All right. So,
All right.
Pants is
Heart is
heart is broken,
My
but it's
heart
also
is also
okay.
broken,
Your
but
heart
it's
is
also okay.
My heart is broken. My dick is hard.
Wait, Bill, your heart's
That's-
broken?
No, mine's not. No,
Broken heart.
My heart is. I mean, it's probably broken, like physically, like.
Like clogged?
Like
Yeah, yeah. But metaphorically, it's working good.
Thanks to Affinity Whole Health, though, it's even healthier than it used to be.
It's funny that you first like fucked up and called it the infinity hole.
Infinity hole is
I'm trying to get
definitely-
these plugs in, dog. I'm trying
That's
to
what we
fucking
call
help
Tommy
you out.
Butthole.
Yay.
Oh, So the person, I've been completely firm, broken heart, firm boner. The Pantsley story.
Is that your memoir?
I get it, dude.
Someone went out talking to this chick. She's like, I'm going to get a bagel, and I go, I think about a whole I want to eat, and it doesn't have any everything seasoning on it. And I was like,
You could though.
I wouldn't. It doesn't need it.
You could
It
though.
doesn't need
Oh
the
no!
flavor.
Then
That could
the
be
other,
fun, though.
the other night,
That could be.
And it's better than doing like a lot of people when they do food and sex. It's all sugary stuff. Not the best
Make it
choice.
seeds, guys.
Make it seeds.
that's so messy. They get stuck in there. The other night, someone I was with wanted. Okay, it was Mary. I was with the other night. She was like,
That's what we've been talking about the whole time.
So we're not bleeping her name.
She
it.
It's live.
She ordered a lemon drop shot, and the bartender goes, I don't have any sugar for the rim. And I go, that's okay. Her rim sweet enough as it is.
That enough should have been
The end.
Yeah, the end of
Beginning of the end.
The
That
end
was-
of them not being in a relationship. It should have been her going, be mine.
Yeah.
That's
When's
the
the
big-
wedding?
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I was pretty proud of that one.
You
I
should
was
be.
pretty proud of that one.
So, you saw Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
Soder's great. I love Dan Soder. Last time I worked with Dan Soder was when the Cavs won the championship.
Dude, he brought that up on stage.
He did?
Yeah, he brought up the champion.
Did he say
like,
I was with Bill Squire?
he should have.
He should have. You should have, Dan.
You just
You
got a
should have,
boner.
Dan.
I should lie to you. He's like Bill Squire and his giant cock, and we're hanging out, and he
Like,
goes,
well, I was featuring for him, and I was like, hey man, I gotta bounce right after my set because like we did the whole weekend together. And we hung out. Dan's a good dude, and
he seems like the best dude.
yeah, and like he's like, oh man, and his monster voice is like, oh, I get it.
He sounds like Andre the Giant.
All right, yeah, he's got.
Well, he's
got a
also
great voice.
He's like 6'4", right?
He's like 6'4".
He's not a small guy.
He's a tall dude. He's got great pipes. He did radio for a while. Like
Great pie.
great pipes.
He's a great impressionist,
Yeah,
too.
dude, his impressions are funny because he's a great impressionist, but he's also a good comic. So he's good at writing and good at like
And then-
coming up with scenarios and, then just
putting them in.
and putting them in and like not having like he doesn't have to go. Do you guys like impressions?
Yeah.
Like that's one of those things.
But here's what's weird, and he does do it like especially wrestler impressions. He's impeccable.
His Stone Cold is so funny.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
didn't do. Shane did.
Shane's good at Shane. Like I know he does Trump, but like Shane's voices and like character work is, I think, the thing that does not get talked about as much. as
Definitely
it should,
underrated
'cause I think-
aspect of his.
I think
of his
that's it. I
arsenal.
think it's his strongest aspect.
No, he did like a Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz impression, which
Yeah.
is like a super niche thing that I
Yeah.
thought only I would get, but the whole room,
Dude,
the whole arena
yeah,
exploded.
they're
What,
all
what are you
dudes
talking
like
about?
you.
It's the UFC comedy, stupid.
Yeah, I mean, it's Joe Rogan's.
He's
yeah,
popular because when he got fired from SNL, he went to Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan's like, "I got you, bud. I'm
Yeah.
going to make you the biggest comic in the world."
And I was like,
That's
I
how
looked
we
around the
combat-
building. There was not one black person in attendance. And I go, oh yeah, but he's like, Nate, come this October, the streets are gonna run red with your blood. And he's like, whatever, dude, you're fucking gay. And I was like,
He does
but he's
use
like,
gay as a punchline a lot.
he was, dude. I hate arena comedy. I don't think anybody likes seeing comedians in an arena, but it is wild to watch a man. Walk
crushing
up-
it! Like it's
great.
No, it's like-
listen. If you're on stage, it's the best feeling in the fucking.
Oh no,
world,
dude! I was
but-
like, I go, this guy's like living the literal dream. Where like he had like 3 Bud Lights sitting on the stool, and he'd go drink one. I go, there's another $250,000 he made, and it's like I'm like, and he earns every penny of it. But it is wild to watch a dude, because I got to do art, like welcome art for Shane, my girl Carrie over at the arena hired me to draw Shane, do some portraits and like stuff, and I'm like my
Carrie,
buddy.
get me to be the opener.
That was really I saw that. That was really cool. It looked super.
I guess Shane saw it. I
did a
guess
good
Shane
job.
loved it. I guess I'm gonna get him some prints or whatever. But like my one buddy like DMs me because I posted a picture of the art, and he's like, you're living the little dream. I go, I think the guy getting paid $500,000 to do a Trump impression in front of 20,000 people is living the dream. But I go, we're not doing so bad over here. But
He can't get the woman he loves to love him back. But other than that, he's doing good.
I have so many pictures in my hidden camera roll right now. I'm not complaining about anything. And Shane like worked out, like he had stuff, and this isn't a criticism. He like was working out a bunch of shit, and you could tell it wasn't close to being like firmed up in front of a sold out arena. Like it was
That's a bold move, Cotton.
Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out. And
I think it's paying out just fine. I think
he literally just was like part of his material.
I almost prefer like them because like I've seen comics do their set that is like almost word for word what the special is, and then like there's something to seeing them when they're still trying to figure stuff out, and like they stumble onto something and seeing that and like being that too is like where you go, oh, I like tonight, like there might have been something at that show that Shane said for the first time. There's like, oh, this is going to be in the special, and this is going to be how it is, and like it's like that. There is a beauty in the art of developing the material.
That's the cool thing about Cleveland, especially like Hilarities. It's like you'll see all these big comics come, and you can like the same thing. It is cool to see that, and you can very much tell that like they're working on their stuff.
Like Louis doing a tour of clubs right now, and that's what he's doing. He's trying to figure it out.
I don't want to talk shit about it, but he
did the same club that I did last week.
It's crazy he went there. That's like if he went to like the funny stuff.
It was just routing, and he's just like and that's what I love. Like Louis will do that, and Bill Burr's done that, and there's other and like even like Chappelle will Chappelle's popped in at like the Comedy Addict in Columbus and just
he's gone to Go Bananas too,
and go Bananas and shit like that, and just like he's like I'm gonna do a show.
Like
here
I saw Shane at Hilarities doing Live in Austin, which is like one of the fucking best comedy albums ever. Also, speaking of Dan Soder, last time he was here, Mickey was hosting for him. And Flem was there, and apparently they were just like, Dan Soder's like the nicest, most chill dude.
Yeah.
He was giving out guest spots, and I couldn't go that weekend because I promised my two friends from high school.
I'll take one too.
Me too, please. I promised my two friends from high school that I'd go snowboarding with them. I hadn't been in 15 years, and I had like the worst weekend. I was like, oh, I'm extremely out of shape. This sucks. They keep like ditching me because they're really good at snowboarding, and I was like, always just like kind of okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna go down the bunny hill. You guys hit all the half pipes and stuff, and I'm just getting like Snapchats and texts being like, yeah, dude, we smoked weed with Dan Soder in the green room after. Just had the most FOMO I've ever had in my life. And then Flem texted me, he's like, yeah, dude, he was so nice. He was just handing out guest spots to everybody. And I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Oh, because Soder comes from the school.
I tore my ACL going down a fucking the bunny hill.
Soder's a very, like, he's a very chill dude, but he's also like, give people opportunities. Like, he builds up other comics. Like,
everybody's like, oh, he's the nicest guy in the world.
He's a nice dude.
And it's not like phony, I'm a celebrity nice.
No,
it's like the genuine, I'm just a good person nice.
I worked with him one weekend, and then every time I see him, like, when I, like, he goes, Bill, and he gives me a big hug. So, like, he's a fucking sweet dude. I love him. So, and you should have hung out with him.
Come
but
on
it's
our
dumb.
show.
It's dumb.
Yeah, I should have ditched my.
Someone
my
tells Dan to come on our show.
Best friends from high school. I
He's
really should
engaged.
have.
Sorry.
He's engaged.
Are you?
All right.
Would you?
He's also kind of hot too, yeah.
Okay.
He's different than your current
He's
wheelhouse.
not Tim.
He's not
Different than my what?
your wheelhouse right
Oh,
now.
wheelhouse.
Current roster.
Your current
David
roster
Tell.
of like fantasy dick that Tommy wants is like number 1 is Tim Robinson and number 2 is Dave Attell. Which,
Yes.
if you're fucking people based on being hilarious,
No, that's not-
absolutely.
No, they're both
but
hot, too.
You think they're hot.
Dave Attell?
Yes.
Dave
Listen
Attell.
to his voice.
Mary also
Yes.
thinks Dave Attell is hot.
What,
mean,
the
he's a little
3-pack a day voice?
Yes, it's so hot. He's so hot. He does not look good younger though. Like I looked at.
Oh, you don't like
pictures-
younger Dave
no,
Attell?
him now with the outfit.
There
He
are
kinda
like
always looks the same to me.
I don't think so. I think I saw
I grew
pictures.
up
when he was
on Dave
young.
Oh
Attell's
no, we
like
are day
Insomniac.
drinking. This
Hold
is-
on.
yeah,
Let me see if I can find a
in the
picture where
chat.
I was like, oh, he's.
there
not
are
hot.
dudes. There are dudes that definitely
Like, come on.
look way more fuckable in their 50s than they did their 30s or
And
20s.
he's like in his what? 60s?
60s, early 60s.
Come on.
He looks like he roadies for
Wait,
Scarhead
okay, look-
with
That's
his
why
curly
I
getup.
like him.
Yeah, I know.
Let
Yeah,
me
trust
show
me, I
this to
get
the
it.
camera. Go to this camera, Jimmy. Go to this
Oh
camera.
God, I would.
Is that, can you see it pretty good on there?
There's a little bit of a glare. Go over. Yep, okay, we can see it. Yep. Yep, perfect.
Okay, so the David Tell that Tommy looks at and goes, "Isn't he so hot?"
Dude,
Or
yes.
he looks like, as I think he's been described many times, an AutoZone manager that doesn't want, like, I think you just want your car fixed.
I hope he smells like that too. I do actually.
You know what's funny? It's like he's such an old curmudgeon. Tommy would probably throw herself at him. He'd be like, "No, I'm just going to my hotel room. I'm going to sleep. I'm too old for this."
Wait, like that's him?
He'd probably say something
That's
like,
still him?
Yeah.
See, that's not good.
"Yeah."
No, he looks very Jewy at a young age.
I don't like that.
Nah,
Yeah, she likes
clearly we know.
She likes an aged Jew.
Yeah, like come on, look at that, the white hair.
All right, Leslie's on your side on this one.
Thank you, and Tim Robinson though too. You sent that video,
dude,
and I was crying at how in love I am with him. He's so fucking weird and cute and goofy.
When does his
funny
movie with
dudes
Paul
get
Rudd
laid,
come
bro?
out?
I cannot
soon.
wait.
I want to see it. Can we all go see it?
Yeah, we should all go see it
So
as
bad.
yeah.
funny
I think it
dudes
comes out.
Angela
get
also
laid.
wants to go.
Okay, yeah, we'll get a whole crew. We'll get a whole crew. But we'll all go see that together, and
I can't wait.
yeah, I'm very excited for that. I'm going to be performing in New York City, and I hope it's around that time that movie comes out. I think it comes out at the end of May, but I hope he's still like bouncing around doing
Press.
and I run into him. I'm like, "Hey Tim, I know you're married, but my friend Tommy, who's a girl,
And polyamorous, and I will respect your marriage.
and respect your marriage."
And bisexual. Maybe
And-
they
oh,
want to
Tommy-
have a threesome.
Also, Tommy also doesn't. Not all the time. She doesn't respect marriages where she's like, "Are you married? That's gay."
I was like, dude.
You're like, "Oh, what are you married to a guy?"
Well, she's got that Jezebel demon energy that she wants
Jezebel
to.
spirit.
You guys all have Jezebel spirits.
Yeah.
That
How do you?
whole 20-minute rant that Pants went on.
I've never had sex in my life.
You guys are sad
He saved
because
himself
you're
for a
possessed
second
by a
marriage.
Jezebel spirit.
I just
You
want.
guys should have went to church on this Palm Sunday.
I just want to be someone's pain to bear.
What was it? Pansta? What was the name when you're?
Pantamonium.
I
What?
don't know.
What are we talking about?
Leslie says Tim Robinson not hot though. With you on the David
It's
Tell.
fine,
Funny
whatever.
dudes get pussy, dude. I
Oh,
don't
I
care.
know.
Like, yeah. I know I'm not.
Like, dude, the like when I look at myself in the mirror and then like people like one time someone tried to shame me like, yeah, Bill gets like. He acts like he's this womanizer, but he only fucks sevens, and I'm like, dude, that's so good.
Seven's a good number.
Sevens like, especially when you look like me. Like, I'm a fat slob, and I get to fuck sevens. Yeah, bud, I'm thrilled
Dude,
with
even
this.
if you're
Bill-
fucking multiple fives,
What
it's
am I-
still pretty good.
right, it still adds up to 10 at some point.
Also, let's get rid of that number scaling system. Who cares?
Wow, Jimmy. Thank
yeah,
you.
very supportive of women.
Yeah.
It works. I'm sorry. Sometimes someone's at fucking 10. How else are you gonna tell them?
I have a hard time with that because like I can't compare to other people. Like I can say
You are very
You
much.
could say
You're
that
at
again,
11.
I
Tommy.
can't choose a favorite. I can't choose like.
I can.
I
Tom-
can choose a
Tommy's,
favorite. No, you can't. You love so many.
Yeah, but he's got
I should be
types
Polly,
of
shouldn't
people.
I?
You should.
You
yeah.
should. You need to learn how to do it.
I'm not suck at it.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, we know.
As long as you talk about it.
No, I don't. I mean,
I mean,
I'm
you're
good at
kind of
talking.
living it right now.
I'm good at talking about stuff. Like I'm not like I don't feel like.
Yes, but like. No.
He's like knocking on the door of it.
Like.
You don't think I'm good at like
No, you
expressing
are.
my feelings?
No, no, you are.
Oh.
But like when numerous people are in the same area as you, you panic, and that's when you freak out.
Yeah.
Polyamorous relation, like why?
Why-
Is like numerous girls.
I'm not
You
taking-
just don't know how to balance. You
Oh.
want to balance so perfectly. Like you don't want to hurt anyone.
Right.
Like it's a good thing, but that's also a.
No, I'm not. I'm
Thing you
not
would
taking
need to work
to heart
on.
what you're saying. I'm
Yeah.
just trying to figure out what you're saying.
Teach a
Right.
class on polyamory, Tommy.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah.
You're very good at it. You and your husband have basically the only happy marriage that I know of, to be frank.
honestly,
Because I know that, like, there's a lot of people that we're friends with, and like some of the wives like are like putting themselves out there in a way. I'm like, is this open now? What the fuck's going on here?
Someone wants. No, it's like you could tell someone wants to open this up. Someone
Yeah.
else does not.
Yeah.
And
wait.
there she is.
I did it.
We love.
Oh,
you.
maybe David tells into burpee ladies,
Oh my
and that's
God.
your in.
He looks like he is.
I texted him already.
He looks like
I don't know.
He looks like he'd be a foot guy.
I know
Okay,
very
there's
little
nothing wrong with
about.
I don't.
his
Yeah,
personal life.
I've come to find out there's nothing wrong with
Is he married?
No, they said no.
I don't think so.
I mean, he
He
doesn't
is.
look like he is.
Yeah.
Dave Attell literally looks like every New York comedian called up into one person. There's no way he's married. There's no way. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. But there's just no way a comedian that good.
I texted him when I got booked in New York. I was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna be out there." He's like, "I don't know if I'm gonna be in town, but like if I'm in town."
Oh, I thought you texted him like a picture of like Tommy's
No,
tits.
no,
and
no,
it's like,
no,
hey, do you
no,
think
no,
he's
no,
hot?
I'm not doing that.
don't actually
I'm
do
just
that.
like, hey, I'm gonna be
Hey,
in New
man,
York.
are you into
Let's
this?
grab coffee or something if you're around. He's like,
No.
he's like, okay.
Can you ask him if Bumping Mike's season 2 is ever gonna come out?
I will ask him in person.
'Cause that is one of the best specials ever.
Yeah, it's very
I
good.
love Jeff Ross.
Yeah. Do
The
you?
roast, I do. I love
Yeah.
the Roastmaster General.
All right, let's get into time to talk about Youngstown. And first of all, let's talk about. So very, very happy that Joe Flacco is back. Joe Flacco is back in Cleveland. Gave me hope. Made me clean my house.
Made you clean your house,
dude. Because I'm like, what if Joe comes over? What if I see Joe and I'm like, you want to play pool at my house?
Hey man.
Yeah, like I posted a whole bit about it. Like, dude, like it got me so pumped up because I've been waiting for this. Like, I bought this jersey, and I got to wear it in the playoff game that he sulked in. But like, I was like, well, he's gonna come back, and then he didn't come back last year, but he's back this year, and so I'm very excited about.
I mean, I'm excited to
so
have
like
him
for the
back,
value
but,
of it, and also fuck the people that are like, oh, you're a grown man wearing another grown man's name on your back. It's like you're wearing Levi's. Fuck you.
Right.
I'm one of those
What?
people.
That's so-
Yeah.
Are you
serious?
Yes.
Okay.
And also, I'm not a grown man. I am just an aged person.
Comedian.
Well, yeah, because I'm the most mature person on this podcast. Okay.
You're not on this podcast. You're a producer of this podcast.
Who helps out on
Not
this
even
podcast?
in the group.
I have a microphone.
We can take that
That's
away.
I'll take it away.
He's got a
Okay.
strong point
All right.
there.
It's
He's got
fine
a point.
to wear the jersey.
Uh-huh.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I just want people to admit who do it. That's cosplay, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Well,
I don't think so.
it's not
Yes.
because cosplay is like dressing up like you are that person.
Right.
Jimmy,
this
I
is
would say this.
support. This is support.
It's tantamount to wearing.
I just
The
don't
band
think the
t-shirt
people,
to
the
see the
people
band you're
that
watching.
wear the grown man shirt, whatever, they can't go be like, oh, you're dressing up like Spider-Man at Comic-Con. You're not one of those people.
I'm
but
not because if I could pull off
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man, I'd
yeah.
be fucking wearing Spider-Man clothes all the time.
Right.
I called it Spider-Man clothes.
but you know what I mean? A lot of those dudes who are wearing the Joe Flacco,
yeah.
you're like, oh, what? You dress up like Spider-Man?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's similar.
Yeah,
It's
there's a similarity there, and also if you take it to the next level, where it's like when they have like a persona, like the guy that wears the pumpkin on his head,
Right.
And he's like created his own football persona of like I'm Pumpkinhead.
Yeah.
the
only one that
haunted
wasn't.
fan. I don't know what his lore is. I think you should also come up with lore.
I think his lore is
The only
other
person
than
that wasn't.
other than abusing his ex-wife.
The only
Yeah,
person
dude,
that
I'm-
wasn't
I'm-
a total
dude, I'm gonna
creep
draw hard
doing
lines.
that was
NFL
the
suit.
Indians drum guy.
And that was John Adams, wasn't it?
Yeah, John Adams.
That guy was not a super fan. That guy was like an icon and like a legend.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm not trying to be shitty.
He's the only one that
NFL
wasn't a
super fans
weirdo.
fucking suck. I'm sorry.
No,
It's
except that
stupid.
guy. That guy was fine.
The drum guy?
The drum guy.
No,
No,
I'm
we're not talking about him.
Pumpkinhead.
We're-
Yeah, no,
he's talking
I'm
Pumpkin
talking
guy
about like
sucks.
guys that
Yeah.
like it's like, hey man, we're not here to watch you. We're here to watch the fucking overpaid millionaires go 3-14. Like we're not here for you. Like that's my take.
I'm
Sorry you didn't get into
Fuck
hardcore at a young
Pumpkinhead.
age. Sorry your band didn't work out or whatever.
I am gonna somewhat split with Pants on this, like Pumpkinhead, whatever. But the Macho Man Randy Savage guy that
Macho Fan.
Macho Fan is.
Which is a great name. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty on board with that. I
Good
think
name,
I think
but-
I think there's some real fun super fans out there, and also I love that our super fans in Cleveland aren't even the ones that dress up. It's the ones that get drunk and throw bottles and like pass out standing up.
Those are my people.
Now Tony is like a buddy of mine. He's the one that like is notorious
I trained jujitsu with Tony.
Yeah, so, like-
Tony rules.
I just ran into Tony last week too, and Tony's like, I saw him at the home opener. Tony's the guy that like falls asleep standing up at Browns.
You've seen the
game.
video of him with a White Claw in hand.
Yeah.
He's not even a guy that like paints his face. Or
No, he just was a dude. He
no.
went viral because he just was super drunk at a Browns game, and since the Browns fucking suck dick, he was just like blackout drunk.
Well, it was at a
place.
Browns game in Cincinnati, so he traveled to Cincinnati.
Oh no!
And yeah.
Oh my!
And he's just like weeble wobbling around, like passed out his feet. And then like there's other moments, not as iconic as that one, of him like just like asleep by a pillar. I love Tony.
No, Tony's also fucking strong as a fucking ox. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I rolled with him multiple times.
And Tony, like he's like come over to my house and like gone swimming in the pool, and he's got. Like when people are like, "Oh, I don't have a filter," I'm like, "No, you have a filter. Tony doesn't have a filter. Tony
is through and through a Cleveland guy.
No, he doesn't have Tourette's. He's just a fucking no.
He's from Mayfield. He's from Mayfield Heights. He's an East Sider.
He's actually a really sweet guy. He just doesn't think to like, oh, there's kids around. Maybe I shouldn't talk about the time a girl ate my ass in Buffalo Bills tailgate.
I know people like that.
I actually don't know for a fact he's.
But he's like telling
Heights,
the story because like that's
side,
just like a detail in the story. He's like, but the point is, after that, we had this buffalo chicken dip that was stupendous. Like,
did he use the word stupendous?
I hope so.
Yeah, I'm afraid. All that is to say, I'm sorry. Like I hate being negative hater guy. I just think super fans, it's like, I'm sorry you never were in a band, or I'm sorry you haven't found your thing, but nobody is here to watch you dress up in a costume. You're not enhancing the game experience. I just want to watch the Browns lose by 4 touchdowns in peace and quiet.
Mm-hmm. I get
and
it.
now they're gonna lose
if it's at like a college level, because there's a lot of like
there are no super fans on the college level. I mean, I just said
there
that
are like
with
the people that like
no research, but
put, like face paint. There's a lot of like. I guess
I have no problem with anybody being a super fan. If it's
they just want to be a mascot.
Yeah. If it's what gets you through the weekend, it gives you something to like you're having fun. I'm not gonna yuck your yum. Like
mascots fucking rule though. Actual mascots,
Slider.
That's fucking sick.
That's what they want to
All right,
be.
who's your number one Cleveland mascot?
I fucked with Slider heavy.
You fucked with
when I was
Slider?
young.
Yeah,
Bill Squire.
I'm not a mascot.
Can I say another one? But it's not Cleveland.
Because you're not on the radio anymore.
I'm going to have to find pictures, but Bob Evans has mascots.
What?
Biscuits and Gravy.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
They're
Bob's
these dogs.
big boy, dude.
They're dogs.
This is
like,
news to
they're
me.
people in dog costumes. I don't know if they still do it, but back in the
I thought you
90s
said
they
Misfits and Gravy, and I was like, that would be
Misfits and Gravy.
It's probably in Jersey.
I got
somewhere.
something to say. I made you breakfast today. And it doesn't matter much to me as long as sunny side up.
Man, that would be a great band.
Pants, you still need to make the T-shirt that just says Danzig. What was it? Was it Danzig is my God? Or was like you were very drunk on Bill's birthday and very excited about
Doesn't
Danzig.
sound like me at all.
And we're screaming. You put like
Danzig
$20 in the jukebox and put on all Danzig.
Yeah, that sounds
that
like
makes
me.
sense.
Yeah.
That's a good time.
Or no, it was
we should kinda have a
Danzig
day
is
like
by
that today.
Beatles.
Yeah,
That's what you
Danzig
kept
is by
screaming.
Danzig is by
And
Beatles.
then we were like, that would
I'd
make
wear
a
that.
great T-shirt.
Dude, make
All
that
right,
shirt.
I'm making
Yeah,
Danzig
make
is
that-
my Beatles, just
yeah.
Helvetica font,
Yeah.
white on black T-shirt, print it.
All right. So, very excited about Joe Flacco coming back. My number one mascot is the Cleveland Hot Dogs. That's my
Yeah,
favorite.
that's a hard one to get around. Yeah,
The races.
Okay,
yeah.
the races.
but which hot dog? You got to pick
Mustard.
one. Mustard.
Thank you. I was
Yeah.
going to say I fuck with mustard.
But they have a new one, spicy mustard.
Oh, then that's who I fuck
And
with.
she's like a girl.
Ooh.
Wait, is it the stadium mustard?
No, it's I think so.
Or
Yeah.
spicy mustard?
Spicy mustard.
Spicy
says
mustard
a
is what they
giant
say.
rat.
They debuted her on
Big Booty
at the home
Latina.
opener. Yeah.
But
spicy.
why wouldn't it be Bateman's like ballpark?
Bertman's because they probably would have to pay for that.
Oh,
And they-
okay.
yeah.
I was just gonna say it would make more sense
Yeah.
since our baseball stadium has a very specific mustard.
Right, yeah.
You can only get at the baseball park.
Yeah. And then they sell it in stores.
Well, yeah.
Leslie, I also don't know who he is, but I'm sure he's very important.
He's very important. All right, and then Pants, who's your mascot?
Well, I got to pick something different to keep it unique. So, Guardians have Slider and the hot dogs. The Cavs have Sir CC, and they have
Moondog.
Moondog.
Dude, one of my favorite things.
Moondog rips half-court shots behind the back.
Dude,
shot.
Moondog's great.
That was
Moondog's
mine,
great.
dude.
Moondog's my
Moondog
call,
rules.
Yeah.
Moondog's
Moondog
great.
does rule. It's my call.
And what's funny is when I go to basketball games with Grandma, is she loves Moondog, hates Sir CC. She's like, what is he doing here? I don't like him at all.
Yeah, no,
Like,
Sir C, like
he's like a
knight,
cavalier,
or
like
guy,
a cavalier,
yeah.
like he's got like a sword.
he's
and
like a
shit,
musketeer, dude.
Yeah,
she
musketeer.
hates him.
Come on,
She hates him.
Sir
Yeah,
CC,
yeah.
you're not beating a
That's
human
even
dog, dude. You're not beating an adult-sized dog.
Yeah.
Wait,
that
who's
can
We
Grandma?
need
fucking
furries.
sink half-court
Cody
shots,
Cooper's
bro.
grandma.
You're not. You're
And you
just
had
one of the three
no
musketeers.
relations with her?
Mascots
no
have to
relationship
be
with her.
furries. They have to be in.
I ended one of my relationships once where I told my girlfriend I wanted to be a mascot for the Cleveland Browns more than anything. She goes, I'm not taking someone home to meet my dad that wants to be a fucking dog. And I was like,
Yeah, but too bad he's already big dog. So fuck that lady.
Big dog.
Sorry, dog.
Wait, monsters have a bird.
Monsters have a bird.
That doesn't make
Yeah,
any
it's
sense.
like
That
an
doesn't
eagle.
make sense.
It's like
Why
a-
would
it's
you
like a-
have
it's like a-
monsters?
yeah.
Isn't it?
Yo, your fucking hockey team is the sickest name ever. How are you going to make a seagull your fucking mascot?
Seagull? No. Oh,
The
Yeah, it's a
worst
seagull.
bird ever.
It's a seagull.
Yeah.
The Lake Erie
and also,
Monsters.
like, if I could get Andy Rooney on this, the fact that they changed the name of the team from the Lake Erie Monsters to the Cleveland Monsters
bummed me the
sucks.
fuck
stupid
out.
too.
Sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Because
Mon-
Lake Erie Monsters
It's
is
so
like
good.
an urban
It's-
legend.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's like our cryptid. It's like
Yeah, it
it's
sounds so.
It's
it
all
was
we
so
got, dude. It's so
cool.
much cooler than the Guardian. It's so much
The
cooler than the Free
Cleveland
Stamp or like Terminator.
Monsters.
The Lake Erie Monsters.
If
the
they
mascot
were to
of this
do
fucking
that,
podcast.
make us
that's-
like an NHL team then. And
Yeah.
I could see that happening, but we're a minor league hockey team.
No,
Right.
dude, it's literally the logo for this podcast is the Lake Erie Monster.
like,
I
how
drew
does
it.
Cleveland fuck
I
that
designed
shit
it.
up?
I did
so
like
often?
the Lake Erie
Because-
parades.
thought
White people have
that's
no
a good one, yeah.
taste.
But you're.
No, it's just
I'm
it's
not
it's
white, I'm
corporate.
Jewish.
Say, wait a
It's
minute,
corporate
never mind.
marketing shit, and it sucks, and it's dumb, and it doesn't like nobody wanted it, nobody likes it.
Angela said we should get
It doesn't
that
make
too, by the way.
sense.
It doesn't make sense. Also, as far as our hockey teams go, like we had like Lake Erie Monsters rules, and if we're gonna be a Cleveland hockey team, we should go back to Cleveland Lumberjacks.
Yeah.
because that
Lumberjacks
logo-
was also a
That's
good
cool
name.
name.
Yeah.
That's a cool
Even
name.
though I
Were
don't
we
think
at-
there
were
any
we still a
Lumberjacks
minor
exist
league
in Northeast
team?
Ohio.
What's
When
that?
we were the
Do we do
Lumberjacks?
anything?
Yeah, they're
Were
minor
they
league.
minor? We've never had an NHL.
Also, the
team.
Lumberjacks had a beaver. Like the Lumberjacks beaver logo is fucking
Dude, it's the
sick.
best.
What
It
could
was
the
sick,
what could
yeah.
the pot
I had a
be?
hockey stick signed.
The
by the
pothole?
entire
What
team.
sport would it be? Like the Cleveland potholes? Like what sport would
that would
be?
have been harder to do.
Roller
is-
derby?
Roller derby.
No,
yeah.
actually, we have the best ladies roller derby team name.
Yes.
We're the Cleveland Steamers.
Steamers. Yeah.
That's insane. Nah.
Toot toot.
Who's ever their mascot? That's
Yeah.
my favorite
That's
Cleveland
your-
mascot.
Just a big
Burning
turd.
River. I thought it was a Burning River.
Burning River. Yeah,
girl,
Burning River
roller
is
girl-
that's sick
girls.
too. Though.
That's the league. It's the
Oh.
Burning River
Oh,
roller
and they're
girls,
split up into
and then they
teams.
have teams.
All right.
Oh, I didn't.
No,
Remember
I
that.
take my
Cleveland
kids.
Steamers.
Like,
I take this seriously.
well,
you
like
should know.
I was like an announcer for them for like a little bit, and
You
then
should.
For the Steamers?
for the league.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I
yes,
I would take my kids when they were little. Like that was like our Sunday
yeah.
activity because that's what they
What are we
like
talking
liked.
What are the rules of roller derby?
No one knows. roller
You all
skate,
just end up scissoring at the end.
roller skate and don't
Maybe.
fall down.
Yeah.
No, I could explain the rules, but it's very complicated. Anyway, let's get into the final topic of the day.
Let's bring it home.
Last night I was at, so this weekend was down in Youngstown at the Funny Farm. Great time. Thanks to everybody that came out and supported. It was good. Well, you had a bad time because Jimmy came out and did a guest set yesterday. And how'd it go, Jimmy?
To my standards, not good. All right, I was actually going to ask you, how bad did I actually do?
So,
And to be honest, you're not going to hurt my
they're doing
feelings.
drugs right now. Well,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, why not?
We're going to get... Well, I want to hit.
It's what's it called? What's it called when you smoke just stuff that doesn't get you high?
Don't
Tobacco.
make me close one more door. I don't want to hurt anymore. Stay in my arms.
We're so dumb.
If you dare.
We're so dumb. That's why nobody listens to the show.
Nobody listens. Nobody
Just
watches.
suck my dick
Oh,
anywhere.
I'm immediately high. Wow.
Don't walk away
guys.
from
Sorry.
me.
Well, I wanna hit it.
Come here.
Come on over.
Don't walk away from me.
Oh.
I have nothing.
Microphone's out of the-
Nothing Nothing.
Why is it attached to your belt?
If yeah, that sent me to heaven immediately. What the fuck?
All right. I'm supposed to go to the aquarium after this.
What?
Let's go. Let's go look at fish.
Okay.
We'll take Jimmy Fish, lead us on a tour of the fish.
I've never been to the aquarium.
Wait.
I just went for the first time a couple weeks ago, and it's like
I hear
it's pretty good. I like it. I had a good time.
I have Easter stuff to do today. Right?
Wait, is today Easter?
No, it's Palm Sunday, but that's a big day for like dumb Italian people for some reason.
Dumb.
You can just say Italian. We know
it's
you're
a
dumb.
Guido. It's a Guido. It's important to Guidos.
Wait, how Italian are you?
On my dad's
How
side,
Italian are you?
very German and Italian, but we only talk to the Italian side of the family.
Oh, so like you like really.
And if you've ever seen my dad, you guys met my dad at Mars Bar. He kind of looks he looks like an old Super Mario.
Yeah, I barely remember
Italian.
that.
You are the least Italian-looking person I've ever seen in my life.
I'm Polish as hell too.
Yeah.
I look
That
like my mom.
makes sense.
Is Polak a problematic term to you?
Not me. I always said Polak.
Like Polak is so funny to say.
Polak.
Is that right?
We
Is
make
that
pierogies every Christmas.
That's what.
Sausage and sauerkraut.
Yeah, I like sausage.
But getting back, how bad was my set?
Okay,
Be
so your
honest.
set-
Not gonna hurt my feelings.
So we're in Youngstown, and it's it's Youngstown. So you're gonna
Where
lean,
my dad is from.
You're
where
gonna
my Italian
lean more
family is
conservative in a place like Youngstown.
Yeah.
And Jimmy goes up and he does his bit about being a travel agent and how he likes to fuck with the guys that have to like when they tell their gender identity.
Yeah, pronouns.
Which is like
shit, yeah.
it's a great joke.
So good.
But not for that crowd.
Youngstown's,
I don't know
Youngstown's
anything
probably 15 years away from even understanding what pronouns are.
from.
Right,
I'll never
they're-
get it.
Yeah, like he just puts himself into a hole, and then you did the Coons joke and Ching Chong. You
Did
forgot
Ching
to mention
Chong
that Ching Chong did okay. You
I was
didn't
gonna say
mention,
they probably loved that then.
but they were still so like coming out of the haze of like, what is this?
What's up,
Yeah. So I think you gotta like plan your material more appropriately for the audience.
I could have done 2 bits because I only had 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I know what 2 bits I could have done, and they would have just laughed. But they're my one is like okay, and that's usually
What'd you do?
what
5 minutes?
5 minutes,
Oh.
and it's usually I could have done my DUI joke that like hits, or my. And
So why'd you do the material that you did?
Because that's just like my opening, like 5 minutes. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do the beginning of my act, and
Yeah.
I have this problem where it's like, oh, 5 minutes. Like if somebody's like 5 minutes, I'm like, okay, I have to do the beginning, and then if I do 10, I do the jokes that are apt. I have it all kind of planned.
So
and
you gotta rework that brain into just
Math
being
it
like
out.
math it out, and also like do the stuff that you think is gonna work for that crowd because you have jokes that I think would have crushed that.
Yeah, I could've done
and like
that.
and even like it like
my
after
strip club bit,
yeah, like,
that would have crushed.
that would have
loved it.
yeah that would have been
Where I
great.
talk about seeing a stripper squirt titty milk into the audience.
Yeah, they would have loved that. They would have
loved it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know, but I'm an artist, and I'm
Yeah.
like, no.
No, you're not.
You know what? You're gonna do
Wow.
what I want to do.
Wow, that
So mean.
Bill, that was crazy.
No, he's just mad because of what
Well,
happened
and then
later
and then,
that
yeah.
night.
So all right, have fun. A comedian calling himself an artist is always a trigger for me. So shut up.
Oh, really?
No, Bill prefers the term
artist.
truth speaker.
I'm going to talk about the fart and rape jokes that I want to talk about.
Bill always like, we're philosophers,
Yeah.
okay? We're
No, we
philosophers.
are the fucking truth tellers. Duh.
Truth
We tell
speakers.
the truth.
People have referred to me multiple times as like a modern day George Carlin or Bill Hicks. My most
No. What
my
you
most common one is I'm a modern day Patrice O'Neill. That's what I
I'd
get.
call you
What you're
modern-
misunderstanding is people are saying, "I wish you were like them because they're dead."
I always say about Jimmy, he's like a modern day Jeffrey Dahmer.
Okay, so
Handsomer.
then I go, Jimmy, can you take a picture of me while I'm on stage? And he's like, got you.
I was like, got it, boss, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
Didn't
on
do
it.
it.
And then I'm driving back. I'm like, hey, did you get a picture of me? He goes, oh, no. I forgot. I'm like, this is the one thing, like, just take one picture real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
In my defense,
Okay.
I had 2 jobs. I also fucked up handing you the Rubik's Cube.
But you didn't know that was your job until later.
Yeah.
Like that was, yeah.
Okay, in my defense.
What's your defense?
Remember Wednesday when we were all at Stand and Deliver and Tommy betrayed the podcast and went to Riffs? Remember when that happened?
I do remember that.
My defense
Wait,
is...
let's get into this. So on Wednesday, I run a show called
Wow.
Stand and Deliver at East End. Pants was on the show. Jimmy Killius is on the show. These are members of the podcast, even though one of them is just a producer, not a cast member. And Tommy went to Riffs to support other comedians, I guess.
I would call the term defecting, but that's just me.
Here's the thing. Stand and Deliver is every week. And
Riffs is every 2 weeks.
And it's free.
But is Jimmy and Pants on the same show?
I didn't even
there?
know they were on it.
Barely.
Which I crushed
When did you
as
put
per
the
usual.
flyer up?
When it went up.
Yes, exactly. So I decided to support our friend Cam.
Yeah.
Because I love her.
Cam, who's been on the podcast.
She has been on the podcast. Yes. Yeah.
And then the next night.
Listen, I know.
And the next night, High and Dry. Who's on that show? Jimmy, you're on that show.
Okay, but that's also...
Pants is hanging out.
That's also...
We're all there. Leslie's there celebrating taking her exam to be done with whatever school she's
all the stars were out.
I didn't know
So many
that.
stars.
It's a packed show.
Guys.
But there's one empty seat.
With just
It was
one
for Tommy.
seat empty.
Again, that one is a weekly show. I see you guys weekly at that show. I paid and supported our dear friends. My cousin Funny.
Your dear friends, not
Hey.
ours.
Yeah.
They're not our dear
You guys
friends.
are friends.
Wait, you
Whose
paid to
friends
get
are
into
they
the show?
really?
Yes.
Doesn't sound
That's
like a
not how
fan
you
guy.
treat the super fan of
I'm
Cleveland.
not.
Yeah, the America's best fan or whatever.
Went to go support a black man and a Palestinian.
Boo!
In
Not get a discount.
just in the basement of some
the
slum.
night before, a bisexual Jew.
Even worse.
She's a bisexual Jew.
You know, I just remember she would come to all our shows. She'd laugh so hard. She used to be happy. She used to laugh. So much laughter.
Worst Trump impression.
What's another
Tell me
one?
do your Trump impression.
I can't.
Just do it. Just mimic what we're doing. Okay.
But also, getting back to me forgetting to take a picture,
Yeah.
I barely post on social media. I hate pictures. Okay, I live in the moment.
I just wanted a picture of the room full. That's all I wanted.
He needed it.
Yeah. It's
That's
room
the only reason why you went.
Was full. I'm a
is
bad
empty.
person to ask for that. I
All
have
right.
the attention deficit disorder. I didn't mean to fuck up, but it's just like my brain
But you
isn't
did.
neurotypical. So I forgot, and I'm
yes,
sorry.
you sure did. You sure did.
I'm sorry.
But you know what?
Next time.
It's Palm Sunday, so I forgive you. You
Jesus,
Polak Italian.
Jesus rode to town on a donkey today.
Oh, okay.
Today?
Yeah, and then he.
Do you think he
gave-
rode it side saddle because he had he wears dresses?
Skirt?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah,
yeah,
he was
dress.
in a dress. Yeah, and then he went to the Promised Land, which is like
Your mom's puss.
my mom's puss. No. Everybody knows the Promised Land was in Kansas,
Same, I'm not
where
supposed
he
to.
wrote the Third Testament to give to the Nephite. which
Why do
Joseph-
you know so much of this? This is
Yeah,
gross.
Jimmy, this
I'm
is
a
a
religious
troubling
person.
level of knowledge
Which
about
Joseph
Jimmy
Smith
theology.
found.
Also, you got it wrong. It's not Kansas. It's Missouri. Stupid.
Whatever.
Idiot. What's the good know about religion? You don't know shit about Mormons.
All right, whatever. I'm gonna get.
What's the planet?
Oh fuck, dude. Enoch. No, fuck. God damn it, dude. I knew.
Wait, is
I
it-
knew the planet. We talked about this.
Kolob, you
Kolob,
fucking
dude.
idiot.
Enoch is God. Or one
How
of
much
your
did
gods?
you smoke,
I don't
Bill?
No, I'm.
Fuck.
I'm very high.
Yeah, it did hit pretty high. All
Wow,
right.
I love that.
I'm
all
feeling
the
it,
boys
bro.
leaving One time and they all get.
Oh, we're all
obliterated.
lightweights.
It's not even
Yeah,
just
bro.
you guys. It's every man that puts it.
I smoke a tiny bit of hit before bed.
Somebody like after so, Young Silent was really fun. After the show, I'm like going to my car and someone's like, "Hey, you want to hit this?" And I like walk over. I thought it was like a joint. I was like, "Yeah, I can do it. Like one hit off a joint, and I'll be fine." And it was like the dab wax.
No,
it wasn't like crack or anything like that.
I know. I was like, it was heroin.
Yeah, but it was like the dab wax, which is like
a lot.
It's a lot, and so like I'm like, if I didn't have to drive, I would fucking get silly with you boys, but I can't do that and drive. And they're like, "We get it."
That's the most insane thing. So it was like a rig where you have to take like a blowtorch and like heat up the nail. That's the most insane thing to take out with you in public.
Yeah,
like you don't need to be that high when you're out.
That's like
no, they were doing it after the show. So,
no, but still, when you're out in public,
it's crack behavior.
It's the crack behavior of marijuana.
Yes, it's like, oh, I can't just smoke a little bit of bud, like a joint or a bowl or a blunt. No.
I need this blowtorch.
I need a blowtorch.
Anytime you need a blowtorch,
smoke
you're doing a lot.
You concentrated.
You're probably doing too much.
THC.
Yeah.
You might have an addiction.
Yeah. Blowtorch. Even if you're using to make creme brulee, that's still like a little much.
An addiction to sweets.
Yeah, the sweets and shit.
Yeah.
I told her
just have a fucking cupcake.
I told a woman she was so beautiful, she made me want to stop paying taxes.
I mean,
okay, why do you want to pay taxes anyway?
Like, that's anyone.
Like I would say that
she was really beautiful.
Danny DeVito's asshole.
Like,
I told
her
if
she was really beautiful, you'd be like, I'd pay taxes.
Yeah, there you go.
I'd pay your taxes.
That's how you romance.
Yeah.
I told her how she was so beautiful.
I think Jimmy and Pants should go on a pretend first date together and see what each other does that makes them so unlovable.
Wait, oh my God, can we record it? Can we do something and we listen? Like,
hey,
elsewhere?
That man is fucking high
can we all
as
have like
shit.
earpieces and you guys tell us like what to say?
That actually would be that would be fucking performance art.
Hey,
that would be fucking performance art.
I'm a fun first date. It's just
the second one
is my problem.
The nightmare.
It's the second one.
Yeah, if you have a hard time getting a second date, you're not a fun first date. Do you get laid at the end of it?
That's a no.
No, I don't. What? No, I never pursue the sex. It's me. I'm my own worst enemy.
I never pursue the sex,
no
but man, does the sex pursue me.
When's the last time Jimmy got it in?
Couple months ago, probably like 6 months.
6 months.
Couple
months to 6 months is a pretty big leap.
Whatever. It's not important to me. I'm looking for love.
That's great.
Yeah, man.
For love.
Shadow.
It's not my fault. It's not for like lack of trying.
Wait, you jerk off though, right?
Nope.
Wait, that's disgusting.
He's lying.
That's wrong.
I jerk
I
off
was like, because I could for sure go 6 months without having sex with someone because I can make myself come great.
I'm a gooner, dude.
I'm just saying.
How do you make? How can't wait? We want to let's dig into this one. How you could just goon? You could just make out with yourself for fucking months on end.
I could.
I'm really high right now.
She can't make out with herself, but she will
come.
Yeah,
a lot.
I think 6 months is about as long as I've gone. But
you
watch.
I mean, I don't know.
What's the longest you've gone?
I've been married for so long.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like you think you could go 6 months, but when it comes down to it, you're like, oh, the physical connection is actually more.
Yeah, I mean, I do.
Like,
I have intimacy issues. Okay,
wait,
what's that?
Like you don't want.
I have intimacy issues. I prefer to be alone.
Oh,
no,
there's nothing wrong with that.
That's not an issue.
You don't.
You also want to be loved. You're on the apps.
Barely.
Well, get on those apps, bro. That's the answer.
They don't work for me.
The answer
I'm
to
more
all
of
your
like an
fucking
in-person
troubles
type of guy.
In front of what person?
Better than my social media presence.
All right, this is just turning into bullying, Jimmy.
So next time, take a Jimmy would be a great name for a podcast.
But it was fun. It was a fun show, and I saw the Rubik's Cube doing the one-liners at the end of that show, and that's I feel like the best it's gone. That was fun to do. Like I got him to clap for rapist.
You're a regular carrot top now.
I'm not well right now.
All right, we got it. Wrap this up.
Wait. Say that again.
I'm not well right now.
Your face.
What time is it?
Fucking 11.
Yeah.
Oh God.
12:24.
Sit.
All right. Thank you for coming to Cleveland, America.
It's not a serious